So, Pro Football Hall of Fame. Been a lot of talks about this year's class. Class of 2022. Yeah, Tony Baselli, Leroy Butler, Sam Mills, Richard Seymour, Brian Young, Cliff Branch, Art McNally, and Dick Vermeil. Congratulations to them guys, man. Again,
Yeah, first and
um,
foremost.
yeah, congratulations to them guys. What was your thoughts initially when you heard of the new nominees? Not the nominees, but
Yeah, they got in and shrine. I had some sources, so I knew, probably about a week ahead of the announcement.
right.
I think you did too. So
Yeah.
we knew the class, and it was you always first and foremost, you always happy for the guys that went in, because it's always well deserved. People waited, Baselli, Leroy Butler, a great Packer. If you look at his stats up against like a John Lynch, Leroy was better in almost all the categories. Started the Lambeau League, so it's good to see him get in. Obviously, Cliff Branch, Richard Seymour, former. So all these great names, all these people deserving. But you look at somebody like our former teammate Reggie Wayne, who I think we both thought should have got in. Even Andre Johnson should have had some first ballot looks for sure, especially if you look at the quarterbacks that he played with. I feel like Reggie may be penalized for the quarterback that he played with. And you look at Dre and his list of quarterbacks. Devin Hester, I think the greatest we've seen at the returner position this game. I think he should have got some looks, be a first ballot. Zach Thomas, I'm a Dolphin fan. Man, you look at his numbers, man. So for Zach Thomas not getting in, criminal, man. Torrey Holt, you had the Super Bowl in LA. Usually you like the narrative, you like the storyline. I think through the 90s or 2000, he had the most everything in the decade. So it's tough, man. Receivers specifically, they're very tough on that position for some reason. But hats off to the guys that got in, but you definitely disappointed for those guys, and those guys that I just mentioned kind of stand out the most. What about you?
Yeah. Again, man, it's tough. It's tough, and then I would hate to be in that room with the decision makers, man, because I think all the guys are deserving, and even this year's class, I think everybody deserving. Like you said, Tony Baselli, you got Leroy Butler, Richard, like all the guys are deserving, and then the names that you mentioned, our guy Reggie Wayne, Andre Johnson, Devin. You got a lot of guys that's very deserving, man. I just think it comes that time where it's like you got to wait your time, and I think Sam Mills, Richard Seymour, all those guys are, been waiting a long time, man. It's just, again, I don't know what the criteria is. I don't know how you get to that point of like when you in the room, like, okay, this guy's gonna go in, or this guy's not. This guy's a first ballot. This guy isn't. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure everybody outside the room, we're not going to find out what goes into that. But man, it's tough. It's tough, man. But again, congrats to these guys, man. They put the work in.
Facts.
And shit, we can't knock that. You can't knock that at all.
You can never knock who got in, because like I said, it's just like when they announce, first team All Pro or Pro Bowlers or somebody, like like I think Revis is first ballot. He's up next year, I think, for the first time, and I think most people, I expect him to get in first ballot. But you never know. Like you said, what's the criteria? Even like somebody like Asante, the fact that Asante hasn't been a finalist, to my knowledge, is wow to me. Like you look at his numbers, you see his impact, postseason stuff. I think that's where Reggie Wayne kind of separates himself. People look at the quarterback. You look at everybody else in the offense. Everybody else got a jacket. So we'll see, man. I ain't got the answers, but you need to get in there. You'll be up in a few years, so they put your numbers up there too. But we'll see. I'll be in the media for some time at that point. So hopefully it got me in the room lobbying for you.
Yeah, and
I'll
that
make
could.
sure you get in, cuz.
Then I think next year you got Matt. Well, Mathis was
He was
up
semifinalist this year or finalist?
semifinalist.
Okay.
Freeney is up next year.
Yep.
And we got Reggie. You know what I'm saying? So Mike, you got some work to do on our end for the coach.
Somebody else that a lot of people thought would get in first ballot, DeMarcus Ware. I thought so too. You know, especially, you know, not only his numbers, which are should, you know, have first ballot number, but him playing for the Cowboys a lot of those years and then going, you know, to the Broncos and then getting a bowl and being a part of one of the best defenses. That defense carried him to a Super Bowl championship. So he surprised a lot of people. I'm
still surprised Patrick Willis hasn't, you know, in the funk. He's just mentioning like P. Willie. Shoot, if we put his resume up, like it's
and from jump, he came out the gate. He came out the gate.
I think he about 6-7 times first team All Pro.
Cause you know they're not gonna make Luke wait. Once Kuechly up, Kuechly going in first.
They have to. No, they have to.
I'll bet you any amount of money. Luke Kuechly goes in. He's gonna be a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Nah, not if P. Will is not a first ballot Hall of Famer.
I'm not saying he should go in first if P. Will not, but I'm telling you when it happens, just don't be upset. And once again,
I'm not gonna be upset. I'm not gonna be mad, but I'm
deserving.
Like, he is very deserving, but come on now.
That Luke shit was special. Special.
It was.
I mean, P. Will obviously.
That shit was special. Zach Thomas, special. Like London Fletcher, shit, special.
Yeah, like, Iron Man. It's so many names,
man. So many names, you know. And I think somebody mentioned it in the chat earlier. Maybe we got to add some more inductees per year.
But see, that's the thing. And Prime talks about this. Coach Dion talks about this a lot. He you know, he don't want it. Like, it should be a very exclusive group.
It is.
I feel like it should be.
You into analytics? You an analytics guy?
Analytics, Dan analytics. We watch the game. Analytics, I feel like, is always a tool. Stats should be a tool. Like, we watch the game. Like, what type of impact did you have on the game, the league, your conference, whatever? Like, all that need to come into it.
I
and all rings.